So that was the 6 startups that presented under the retail space. We've then got a break after a few more, 4 more startups, and then we've got both that apply to both brand and retail, and we've got at the end of the day after another break, we've got the brand startups. So I hope that, yeah, we've got a break soon, so don't worry about that. So up next we've got Riskified. Riskified essentially uses powerful machine learning algorithms to recognize legitimate customers and to help them complete their purchase. Thank you.
Hello. So we believe the world has shifted to a new way of understanding identity. It's no longer the situation where most of your transactions, you're handing a credit card over a counter to another person. Instead, our patterns of digital behavior are what indicate whether it's the real us or maybe a fraudster who's impersonating a legitimate customer. What does this mean for you? Shoppers now expect a seamless identity experience. So this has a lot of components. It includes fast turnaround delivery or pickup, buying anywhere in the world 24/7, purchasing across your work computer, your home computer, your iPhone, your tablet, linking returns, promotion, and customer experience across channels. Paying, we expect to pay with different cards and wallets and alternative payment methods, even international cards or cards that might be international from the perspective of the merchant that we're buying from. So in the old world, in terms of fraud prevention, it was physical-based verification. So rigid, simple rules originally made sense, but things have gotten more complex, and merchants often have multiple data sources and flows, and it's pieced together, and there's ongoing calibration, and it's really becoming difficult to manage and keep ahead of fraud at the same time. On the other hand, in the new world, if you really have a handle on digital identity, it's possible to create a holistic solution that works across the entire purchase process. And AI analysis can continuously improve, so you don't have to manage the system in the same way. So Riskified is really about recovering lost orders. And we can do this at multiple points in the purchase process. And we have demonstrated results. The blue bubbles represent revenue uplift. We've worked with a lot of companies, large enterprises in many different verticals, including household names and also super fraud-prone industries. For example, 4% revenue uplift for a 7.5 billion revenue merchant, and that's by increasing approval rates. It's sophisticated AI technology behind the scenes that makes it possible. And I want to go into a case study to give you a more concrete example of how we've worked with merchants in the past. This example is a major US-based retail chain. When they came to us, they had a full floor of manual review team reviewing orders that had been flagged as risky to see if they could be approved or had to be declined. It was in the hundreds of people. Seasonal hiring was difficult and it wasn't scalable. They also had issues with BOPUS and digital gift cards. So we came in first, reviewing manual review overflows, also declined orders. So we're typically able to approve 30 to 70% of orders that a merchant would have declined. And we helped with BOPUS and digital gift cards after that. And then once we were having success with all of this, they increased the flow of transactions that they were sending to us to the majority of their transactions. And then they were also benefiting from automation and the ability to scale that it gives you. In terms of financial results, they were substantial. So $150 million revenue boost, which represents more than 2% increase in sales, and that's through higher approval rates. At the same time, we were cutting chargebacks by 75%, and we reduced their overhead costs by 50%. So optimizing fraud prevention, as you can see, is really a strategic initiative because we create visible top-line results, and also we're enabling initiatives for a variety of departments. So for example, C, for the CEO, we're boosting revenue, we're enabling growth initiatives like omnichannel. For the chief marketing officer, we're improving conversion rates, we're making more of their marketing spend, we're helping them retain customer lifetime value. For the COO, we're reducing risk, automation provides scale. For CIO, we can deter account takeover, for example. For CFO, we're lowering the cost of fraud, but we're also making the fraud line item more easy to predict. Thank you very much.